getting ready to go live on television.
We are. Well, welcome everybody here in the actual audience and those of you watching online on YouTube. We're super excited about tonight's show with the EOCenes. Now remember, if you like what you see here on the channel, please subscribe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to the EOCenes.
Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yesterday's gone and my heart goes back down the Mississippi by the railroad track where the dean and the king and the king and the called on Jubilee Road. Black folks used to call me Cotton Top, touching them catfish, skipping them rocks, and I'd give everything I got for Jubilee Road. Jubilee Road, I can hear you calling. Jubilee Road, I can hear you talking. Mississippi dream we got, walking down Jubilee Road. Yesterday's gone, don't you understand? Cotton Top's grown to be a man. Big city sign won't cover the sand on Jubilee Road. Walking down the road to my fishing hole, hot sand popping up between my toes. Heaven was a place that I used to know, Jubilee Road. Big thread used in the summertime, laughing and singing with friends of mine, and I'd living there all the time on Jubilee Road. Jubilee Road, I can hear you calling. Jubilee Road, I can hear you talking. Mississippi dream, you got me walking down Jubilee Road. Yesterday's gone, don't you understand? Cotton Top's grown to be a man. Big city sidewalks covered the sand on Jubilee Road. Now there ain't no taters and there ain't no corn. Everybody's gone that I used to know. Everybody's gone that I used to know on Jubilee Road. Working like a fool for $1 bill. Wanna go home but I never will. In my mind I'm living there still on Jubilee Road. Jubilee Road, I can hear you calling. Jubilee Road, I can hear you talking. Mississippi dream, you got me walking down Jubilee Road. Yesterday's gone, don't you understand? Cotton Top's grown to be a man. Big city sidewalk covers the sand on Jubilee Road. Big city sidewalk covers the sand on Jubilee Road.
Yeah, Jubilee Road.
Let's get
All right. Woo! Yes, sir. It is good to be here. I want to thank you so much for being here. It'd be kind of lonely up here if you all didn't show up. So
You want me to tell them who you are?
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
Sure. I can tell.
Will you? Do you remember?
Yes,
Okay, good.
You can tell he's a bass singer, probably the best I've ever worked with, and he does like voiceovers on cartoons and on commercials on the radio and TV, and he sings with a gospel group, the AQUA, and he's we've been doing this since the 60s,
Yeah.
like
Yes, sir.
69, so
Yeah. And we remember.
And we're old. And and the other thing that I think is cool about Hugh is he was at the original Woodstock. He really was. So I don't think it was in any of those photos that you see.
I was?
I saw you. I picked you out in that crowd.
Yeah.
Really?
Anyway, please make welcome Mr. Hugh McClellan.
This is another wonderful song that Bluegrass seems to gravitate to. You've got a theme going with Bluegrass. You've got, the men are largely dysfunctional, and there's a lot of songs about just horrible relationships, and they either turn to alcohol or church. And this is a song about an old fellow who's going to pass on, and he's got a final request, and he's got some good friends of his in the church, and the name of the song is "Won't You Come and Sing for Me." Starts in A.
It does.
Yeah. Won't you come and sing for me?
Okay, here we go.
Will you? I feel the shadows now upon me, and the angels are beckoning me. Before I go, dear sisters and brothers, won't you come and sing for me? Sing those hymns we sang together in that same little church where the bench is all warm. How dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. My burden is heavy, my way has grown weary. I have traveled this road that is long, and it would warm my heart, my brother, if you come and sing one song. Sing those hymns we sang together in that same little church where the bench is all warm. How dear to my heart, how precious the moment we stood shaking hands and singing our song. Now in that home beyond the dark river, your sweet faces no more will see. Until we meet where there's no more sad parting, won't you come and sing for me? Sing those hymns we sang together in that same little church where the bench is all warm. How dear to my heart, how precious the moment we stood shaking hands and singing our song.
very much.
So you want the good tunes?
That's a good one. Let's do, yeah. You ready for an instrumental? Let's do an instrumental. I have a great instrumental story on this. How's our time? We're doing pretty good.
We got lots of time because we don't get a break.
We don't, are you serious? We play straight through?
Yes.
Otherwise,
Otherwise our TV show is going to be interrupted.
you're absolutely right. You
And
know,
then they're going to show CNN while we're
right.
off.
That's
so
right.
we can't
Yeah.
have that.
As old as we are, that's all. I only have one question about that. Where's the defibrillator? Is it sorry. Just thinking ahead, you know, trying to be proactive. We'll feature Mr. Doug Jenkins on this wonderful song. We're going to do It's a Road to Columbus. You want to do that one? Okay, you ready? Let's do it. Yeah,
There you go.
there it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you, Doug. Yes, sir. All right, now, before tabloid television and mainstream media, other than the newspapers, and especially out in the Appalachian Mountains and all those other different places, they didn't really have a lot of communication. They told stories, you know, things that might have been true and may not have been true, but they shared stories, and a lot of them they wrote down in songs. And a lot of them made a transition over to the bluegrass world. So I guess this is one of the things that inspired Hal to write this song. And it's about, yes, it's about haystacks and about not climbing way up on top of haystacks to pull your hay down, right? Because it's a true story.
Absolutely true.
Absolutely true, happened up in Wallowa County, and it's a,
Just up the road from us.
yes, is it a, now, should I explain to him what happened, or, no?
That's what the song
We might
I think,
have to.
you know, you might want to do it like the movie Love Story, where they told you basically what was going to happen, and then you had to watch the whole thing to see it happen again, and you cried twice as hard. This is sort of how this song goes. It's, yeah. If you were in a good mood, it's just going to take all that away. It's, but it's a great tune. Hal wrote it himself. It's about a woman up in Enterprise by the name of Mary Lou.
Was the 18th of November, 1955. The ground was froze, a skiff of snow upon the ground it lied. Sweet Mary Lou died that night, a farm just up the road. A 30-year-old mother, whose tragic tale I've told. Now Mary Lou went out that night to feed the cows their hay. As she climbed up on the stack of bales, the top ones gave way. In a panic she fell backwards, upon the board did fall. The fall broke her back, she couldn't move at all. Now 3-year-old Jenny Lee went looking for her mom. Jenny Lee was crying, where could she have gone? By the stack on her back is where she was found. Mommy, please get up, it's so cold here on the ground. Mommy dear, I won't leave you, I'm right here by your side. Please wake up, open your eyes so we can go inside. Mommy dear, it's cold out here, I'm afraid of the dark. I'll just close my eyes a bit, wrap up in my scarf. It was early the next morning, Brother Phil went to the barn to do his morning chores, as one does on the farm. He found his mom and sister lying cold on the ground. He jumped on the tractor, drove 3 miles to town. There he found a marshal, said, won't you please come quick? My mother and my sister are very, very sick. The marshal and the doctor drove quickly to the farm. They found them both frozen, lying there by the barn. Mommy dear, I won't leave you, I'm right here by your side. Please wake up, open your eyes so we can go inside. Mommy dear, it's cold out here, I'm afraid of the dark. So I'll just close my eyes a bit, wrap up in my scarf. They buried them together in a grave. Their vine past us all will never be the same. The farm is still there, but new folks call it home. I wonder if what happened there to them is unknown. Mommy dear, I won't leave you, I'm right here by your side. Please wake up, open your eyes so we can go inside. Mommy dear, it's cold out here, I'm afraid of the dark. So I'll just close my eyes a bit and wrap up in my scarf. So I'll just close my eyes a bit.
Wow. Oh, man, mercy. I'm going to tell you a story, and Bluegrass is famous for songs like this, and if y'all are fans of the Andy Griffith Show, And you've seen the Darlings on you know, they do Dooley and There Is a Time and all those good songs. We do them too, but it's a classic line for them to always say, well, let's do Put Your Money in Your Shoes and It Won't Get Wet. And the girl will turn and say, oh no, Pa, that makes me cry. And so we were, one of the first times we ever played together, and Holly was playing bass, and somebody was suggesting, you know, it was time for a morbid song, which is, it's protocol for bluegrass, and so somebody has to die. This one, a dog dies, which is even almost like worse these days, right? But that's another story. Anyway, the song was called Old Shep, and I sang it, and it's like this song that Hal just sung. He said he had to sing it about 34 times before he could sing it without crying. You know, it is the way it is. And Old Shep is the same way. It's an awful song about a dog. And I said, let's
for Margie.
And I said, let's do Old Shep. And Holly turned over and said, oh no, that makes me cry. And you know, she's a trooper. She's a trooper. She sat there and she played bass for it, you know, and I got about halfway through the song. I looked over and sure enough, there was a tear running down her face. Yeah. You don't know the pain that we put up with up here. I'm telling you, it's hard. This looks fun, but it's, you know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of emotional stress. So to alleviate that, we went in a totally different direction. We'll feature Mr. Duane Boyer singing lead on this one song. That is an old Beatles tune for you, and it's called, I'm not kidding, it's an old Beatles tune called I've Just Seen a Face.
It's a Beatles song?
Yeah.
Yes. I never owned a Beatle record, so.
Well, I was going to say, when we were all in college, I don't know, I was one, but I was really into this bluegrass stuff, bluegrass music. And a whole bunch of guys came to America from England, and they were called the Beatles, and I missed the whole thing. You ready? I didn't know who they were.
Seen a face, I can't forget the time or place where we just met. She's just a girl for me, and I want all the world to see we met. Na 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 na. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way, and I'd have never been aware. But as it is, I dream of her tonight. Na 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 na. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again.
Finally, one you knew. And you've been so patient. You're awesome. You've been a wonderful group of people, and hopefully you'll continue to go and be as wonderful as you are as we press on. And I'll let you know about 5 or 6 songs into the next set. We're about ready to start our second set. If I really do want to know where those defibrillators are, and we'll go on. You ready for 8 more miles to Louisville?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, good. Good, we're going to do one that we've never done before. Sometimes when we do that and we announce it to the people and, well, it just doesn't work out the way it should. If it happens like 3 or 4 songs in a row, we're just going to change the name of the song to NASCAR Trainwreck. Okay, here we go. Go ahead.
What is this song?
8.
Oh,
8
Grandpa
miles to
Jones. Yeah, Grandpa Jones used to do this. It's called 8 More Miles to Louisville. Traveled around this country wide, seeking fortune fair. Up and down the 2 coastlines, he traveled everywhere. From Portland east to Portland west, back across the line. I'm on this way this very day to win that town of mine. 8 more miles to Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles of this old road, and I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. There's bound to be a girl somewhere that you like best of all. Mine lives down in Louisville, she's long and she's tall. She ain't the kind that you can find traveling through the land. I'm on my way this very day to win her heart and hand. 8 more miles to Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles of this whole road and I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. Now I can picture in my mind a place we'll call our home. A humble little hut for 2 where we never more will roam. The place that's right for that love side is down the Bluegrass hills, where gently flows the Ohio in a place called Louisville. 8 more miles to Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles in this old road, I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart.
Yeah. You made it. Woo, good job.
Good.
Yeah, for the first time through ever, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a song, gospel tune for you right now. And
We're all looking at the floor.
we are. That's where the set list is, you know.
And my cheat
Some of us are looking there to know where we were going to fall, but actually,
So what's the tune?
this is called 3 Men on a Mountain. It's when I sing the first line, and then y'all come in on harmony.
Center.
Okay, you want to be in the center? Yeah. You always are. You always are.
The best.
Before we were the EOCenes, we were, the name of the band was Ron Emmons and the Insignificant Others. And that's Ron right there. From Hermiston, Oregon, please welcome warmly Ron Emmons on the mandolin. Saving the best for last. Ready to come in up on Calvary? Ready? 3 men on a mountain,
Up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me.
well, the man on the right was a sinner man. Tied to the cross he bled, he could have been forgiven. but he mocked the Lord instead. They say you are the Son of God. Well, they hang you from that tree. Come down and save us, if God your Father be.
3 men on a mountain, up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me.
Well, the man on the right was a sinner too, but he was sorry for his sins. He begged the Lord's forgiveness, and Jesus said to him, fear not this earthly death. Before this day is o'er, you'll be with me in paradise on heaven's golden shore.
3 men on a mountain, up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me. Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me. 3 men on a mountain, up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me.
We gotta go. We've got these things back.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay, what's next? Yeah, Who will sing for me? This is different.
I will.
I will too. Okay. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. We're gonna try to get a t-shirt printed up, and the way things have been going for us, and everybody, you know, it's like the Eagles had the Hell Freezes Over tour and all that. We're gonna have the 2022 EOCenes tour. It's gonna say, quick before somebody dies tour. Order for me after the show.
You better hurry.
Yeah, you gotta hit them later than you think.
Ready?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oft I sing for my friend, when days go for miles, when I reach my journey's end, who will sing one song for me? I wonder who will sing for me when I come to cross that silent sea. Who will sing one song for me? When friends shall gather round and look down on me, will they turn and walk away, or will they sing one song for me? I wonder who will sing for me
Thank you, Hal. That's a pretty one, isn't it? Huh? That's a pretty one. Yes, sir. All right. Goody. Yeah, and here's another song about, ooh, boy. You know, there's a lot of people that are dying on this thing. This is really something else. That t-shirt's coming, I'm telling you what. Feature Mr. Duane Boyer. He's a rancher, and he spends a lot of his time doing that. He's also probably known as the father of Eastern Oregon bluegrass, all right? Give him a big hand for that. Brought Ralph Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys to this part of town, and man, Sam Bush, Alan Mundy, Jim and Jesse, just, who else? The Osborne brothers.
Osborne, not Osmond.
Not the Osmond brothers. No, they're a little further south. There's a different group, all together. Osborne brothers. Yep, Sonny and Bobby, and yeah. That's right. Sonny is right. Oh, Duane, right?
Yeah, BOC.
That's true.
Or EOU now, right?
But we digress. Yes. Where are we?
We're doing Lonesome Old Home.
Oh, I was thinking Baker City. Okay, go ahead, yeah. Sorry, I lost there for a little bit, you know. They said those flashbacks would happen. You're just
So I have a story that kind of goes along with you not knowing where I was. Some years ago, I was coming back from Idaho, and it was about dark, and right out here out of town on the freeway, there was a car parked there, and as I got close to it, I saw an old fellow standing in the road waving his arms, and so I pulled over, and he said, "I ran out of gas. Could you take me on into town?" And so he hopped in, and he said, "I'm 90 years old, and I've never run out of gas before." And so he was going to have me take him to his son-in-law's house, and they were going to go back and get the car. And so I got off at the Campbell Street exit, and he said, "No, we've got to go to the other exit." And I said, "Well, we can get there from here." And he said, "Well, I don't know the address, but I know how to get there from the next exit." And so we got off at the next exit, and we started in on Cedar Street. And I said, "Well, you tell me where to turn." And we drove along, and he said, "You know, this just doesn't look very familiar." He said, "Where are we?" And I said, "Well, we're coming in on Cedar Street here in North Baker." And he said, North Baker?" And I said, "Yeah, this is Baker City, Oregon." And he said, No, this is Beaver Dam, Kentucky."
Look out.
True story.
And I said, no, this is Baker City, Oregon." And he said, "How in the hell did I get out here?"
Wow.
And it all turned out all right. His daughter had flown back and driven her folks out from Kentucky, and she lived in Utah, and he always went to coffee every morning with his buddies, and so she told him how to find a coffee shop about 2 blocks from where she lived, and this was about 6:30 in the morning or 7, and he went for coffee, and I guess he made the wrong turn because he ended up out here on the freeway. Wow. And that day happened to be his 90th birthday, and we got a hold of his family, and he started to see the humor in it all, I guess. He said, you know, I'll bet they're never going to let me go after coffee again."
Awesome.
But it all turned out all right. So he had an adventure to tell.
All right.
So when
That's the
this is
segue?
Baker City here where we are.
Okay,
now.
great.
Okay.
All right, so long as you guys know where I am, that's good.
Okay.
It's been so long, I forgot this song.
Lonesome Old Home.
children are playing. Everything was so quiet, everybody was gone. There was nothing left but a lonesome old home. When I woke up, the sun was so bright. I looked around, but something's not right. 'Cause there on the grave, Louisville hill, and alone, that gave me a chill. Then I woke up, I was a dreaming. No mother nor dad, no children are playing. Everything was so quiet, everybody was gone. There was nothing left but a lonesome old home. As I stood there, everything was so still. As I started to leave these lonesome old hills, leaving behind where I used to roam, there was nothing left but a lonesome old home. Then I woke up, I was a dreaming. No mother, no dad, no children are playing. Everything was so quiet, everybody was gone. There was nothing left but a lonesome old home.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Woo! Yeah, okay. Here we go. Wise County Jail. How we doing? Okay.
Wise County Jail.
This is an old Doc Boggs song, right? Isn't that the correct thing? It's an old Doc Boggs tune.
Who?
Doc Boggs was his name. No. Okay. He was an old-timey singer, actually. For those of you who aren't familiar with the genre of bluegrass, well, there's bluegrass music, and then sometimes there's we'll do old-timey, right? This is an old-timey song. Bluegrass and old-timey, and a lot of people don't know this, but there's a fine line between old-timey music and not being able to play at all. It's just and maybe this song will turn out like that. We're not sure. Yeah, it's called Wise County Jail. your head. Time to get ready for your coffee and bread. Hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. It's a piece of cold meat and cold cornbread. It's so heavy it's heavy as lead. Hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. Yeah. Well, we're in jail and it's so complete. About one half enough to eat. Hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. Well, it almost brings me to my knees when I hear that jailer rattle them keys. Hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. Well, we're in jail and it's so nice. Amongst the dirt and the body it lies. Hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. Well, it almost makes my stomach ache when they bring the potatoes in the old tin plate. Hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. Well, he walks around Norton with a dirty old crew. They'll arrest a poor man, they'll look him plumb through. His pockets, his pick, his clothes they'll sell. For 25 cents, they'd send him to hell. Hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. It's hard times in the wise kind of jail. Hard times I know. Hard times. Old timey. It's an old timey tune for you. Yes, sir. Yeah, let's do that. Let the church roll on. G? In G. Yeah. You want to tell them about it?
Oh, well, I gotta play this, don't I?
Yeah, he's got to put picks on and stuff, so tell him.
Okay, let's see. This is a tune that's a gospel. No, it isn't.
What kind of? Sort of, almost a tongue-in-cheek gospel song.
It's all about being good. How's that?
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good.
It's about being good. It's about going to church. And some people have a hard time doing both.
Right, yeah,
Right?
that's true. Well,
Is that
there,
what this is
yeah,
about?
that's good.
Okay.
And everybody has a different idea what good is.
I know.
That's the problem, see?
That's what this is all
Right,
about.
you
That's
know,
what this tune is all
some
about.
people go to the Church of the Rainbow and Unicorns, you know, and it works for them. It works for them. And then there's some
Perfectly fine.
people that are a little more strict.
Uh-huh.
Like the people that
We're going
wrote
to talk
this
about a
song.
strict church.
Real strict.
Okay. What key is it in? Let's see.
It's in G.
Oh, yeah.
G for Jesus.
Oh. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, right song, okay.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord,
Let the church roll on.
oh my Lord,
Let the church roll on.
oh my Lord,
Let the church roll on. There's a deacon in the church.
oh my Lord,
God can't do right.
oh my Lord,
What shall we do?
Turn him out and kick him out and let the church roll on.
Let the church roll on.
oh my Lord,
Let the church roll on.
oh my Lord,
Let the church roll on. Let the church roll on. got paint on the face.
Oh my Lord.
What shall we do?
Get some water, wash it off, and let the church roll on.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on. There's a drunkard in the church.
Oh my Lord.
And let it pour it out.
Oh my Lord.
What shall we do?
Take his liquor, pour it out, and let the church roll on.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on. There's people in the church
Oh my Lord.
and they gossip all the time.
Oh my Lord.
What shall we do?
Put a gag in their mouth and let the church roll on.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on. Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
Oh my Lord.
Let the church roll on.
If you're familiar with the Prairie Home Companion, Garrison Keeler had a church like that. I think his folks went to, it's called the Church of the Sanctified Brethren, and they all couldn't agree on anything until they finally got down to like 2 families, and that's all that attended, but that's how it goes. Another gospel song, and this is a real gospel song. Let's do a real one this time. Are you ready for Light of the River? Ready for that one?
I lost my pick here.
Uh-oh, he lost his pick. You know, for no person, this is not an easy thing.
Oh, there it is. I got it. It's all right. Key is this now? I don't know. What are we doing?
I'm receiving a harmonic convergence feedback in the key of G. It's okay. It's gone now. Thank you. There's a light at the river. Key of B.
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 Key of B. All right.
I don't start it. That's all I. You want to start it?
Sure. Why don't you start it?
Or does Dwayne start it?
No, you don't want to. It won't make it. It won't. It'll be okay. Don't be afraid.
I don't think we practiced this one.
No, we didn't. Let's see.
Okay.
We all know it, but we just never did.
Well, it's a gospel song.
No,
It's
that's
not.
the wrong one.
Be honest about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute. What key are we in?
B. There's a D. D, 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 D.
Many dear ones have gathered safe beyond the throne, dipped their wings in the misty tide. They have passed over deep where they do not weep, to their home on the other side. There's a light at the river, a light at the river, a light at the river I can see. My Lord will stand and hold in his hand a light at the river for me. There's a light at the river for me.
Thank you. No, well, we get one big long set, basically, is what we're doing. Yeah. Yeah.
What's that song?
I think it's that one that you were doing, that somebody wants to sing, that you, yeah, this is a new one that we just learned too, so,
About 10 minutes ago.
we hope it's an EOCenes song. It may turn out to be a NASCAR car wreck song, but we think it's gonna be an EOCenes song. And a keeper as well. And it's called, Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore, is that what it says? Yeah. Is it in what, A? Okay.
Hey, isn't it?
Yeah, we just learned this too, that's why it's part of the car wreck series.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
I think we should have a contest,
Okay.
and we'll do a real hot instrumental and see who gets done first. No.
Serious, come on. This is a serious show. Come on. All right.
We've had that happen, I think.
Yes, I played with people like that.
Not intentionally.
Yeah, okay.
Let's all play it in the same key at the same time.
What do you think? Yeah, see, car wreck, did I tell you? Car wreck, huh? You came for the car wreck.
It's in
Tell me the
D.
truth.
D, this is a D.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Well,
My fault. That was me.
yeah, the turnaround goes to the A. Yes, it's.
Oh, wow, that helps a lot. That is really. It's our interpretation of this song.
It'll be perfect now. Okay.
I wouldn't be.
We're at D, so. D. Kick it off again there. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I remember even when times were bad, he'd thank Jesus for everything he had, for a good wife and 3 children and food upon her plates. Everything was right when he said grace. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. was a time we didn't get along. 'Cause I thought I was right and he was wrong. Till every night lay down and I'd hear him on his knees saying a little prayer for me. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Today I followed Daddy down to the church. We listened to the preacher read God's word. We sang his favorite hymn, but Daddy didn't make a sound. This afternoon we'll lay him in the ground. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess he's finally walking with the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray anymore.
Yes, sir. Whoa. Mercy. Mercy.
Sally Ann.
Yes, let's do an instrumental. Let's do something almost fun. What do you think? You kind of wonder, we're kind of staggering here a little bit and everything, and we didn't tell Brian, and Brian didn't tell us that we were going to have to play through, the whole 2 hours, and that's fine. But what he didn't know is that, between sets, we normally do 1 set and 2, that's when we get our medication. And so we missed out on that. And so you're just seeing the after effects. Normally we're just spot on, okay?
I would like to say that the other part about not having an intermission is it doesn't give us a chance to sell our 8-track tapes. That
We got a lot of them left.
we made an album when we first got together quite a few years ago, and that was the only medium that was available,
Right.
and we had 10,000 of them made, and we've got 9,984 left. So
I'm using some for a foundation from a double wide.
Was
okay.
this was the album. This wasn't the 8-track, right? This was the album.
Yeah, this was the 8-track CD, cassette, but it was an album basically.
Yeah, we haven't had the best of luck with recording. We initially did, way back when, before they had 8-tracks, I think they were coming out, but we had an album, but we messed up. We got a great deal. We got a great deal on the recording, but we recorded it on the Oral Roberts label. And the hole in the middle of the record kept healing up. So it was like, it just didn't work out. Those of you who are older than 50-some odd years of age might get that. The rest of you, somebody explain it to them.
What are we doing? Oh, Sally Ann.
We should have said the Benny Hinn label, I guess. Sally Ann's.
Hey,
Hey, thank you.
I tried to start this in A last time.
Sit, yes. is my tune for a moonshiner tune. I'm going to do one for you. There's so many sad bluegrass songs. You notice that most of them are in a major key and they have banjo and, you know, kind of counteracts the negativity and the sadness of the bluegrass tunes. This one is in a minor key, and it's a dangerous thing.
It switches to major partway.
It does, yeah. So it's sort of, it's a song with its own identity crisis, I guess. But it's kind of goes along that old black and white cult movie by Robert Mitchum and his brother called Thunder Road. It's a great song, and it's even a greater movie. Ready? Here we go.
Let me tell the story, I can tell it all, about the mountain boy who ran a league with alcohol. His daddy made the whiskey, son he drove the load. When his engine roared, he called the highway Thunder Road. Sometimes into Nashville, sometimes Memphis town. Revenuers chased him, but they couldn't run him down. Each time they thought they had him, his engine would explode, and he'd go by like they were standing still on Thunder Road. And it was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine, and white lightning was his load. And it was moonshine, moonshine, quench the devil's thirst. But all they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. On the 1st of April, 1954, a federal man said, "Word, you better make that run no more." He said 200 agents cover in the state. Whichever move he tried to make, they'd ensure his fate. Son, his daddy told him, "Make this run your last. Your tank is filled with 100 proof. You're all tuned up and gassed. Now don't take any chances if you can't get through. I'd rather have you back again than all that Mountain Dew." And it was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine and white lightning was his load. And it was moonshine, moonshine to quench the devil's thirst. But all they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. Roaring down through Harlan, revving up his mill. He shot the gap at Cumberland and screamed by Maynardsville. With G-men on his taillight, roadblocks up ahead. The mountain boy took roads that even angels fear to tread. Roaring down through Harlan, out on Kingston Pike, then right outside of Bearden, where they made that fatal strike. He left the road at 90, that's all there is to say. The devil got the moonshine and the mountain boy that day. And it was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine and white lightning was his load. And it was moonshine, moonshine, quench the devil's thirst. The law they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. The law they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. The law they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first.
Yeah. Thunder Road. Thank you. Break up. Well, I understand. Are they? We're getting close. We're getting close to being done here. I think we're going to quit at 9 o'clock, and we're mighty close. So if you've got any beverages with you or anything like that, I don't know if they serve them here. But this next song is aptly put. It's called "Drink Up and Go Home." Okay. Feature Mr. Hal Spence on this one. Old Jimmy Martin song. Thank you.
Move up so she could sing that.
Oh, good. Let's go here. If this fits, it doesn't matter. Yep. You got it? What key are you in, Hal? So everybody else wants to sing along. They can.
C.
C. Thank you for sharing that.
No, I can start it here. Okay. Whoops, let me start.
Bluegrass curmudgeon, there it is.
You sit there crying, alone in your beer. You think you've got trouble. My friend, listen here. Don't tell me your troubles. I got enough of my own. Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home. Fresh out of prison, 6 years in the pen. Lost my wife and family, no one to call friend. So don't tell me your troubles. I got enough of my own. Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home. Back there sits a blind man, so blind you can't see. But he's not complaining, so why should you or me? So don't tell me your troubles. I got enough of my own. Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home. Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, you've been a wonderful, and give yourselves a hand, would you please? Thank you for being there for us. I sure appreciate it. We're going to do one more for you. We're going to do one more for you, and we're going to call it good. We'll feature Mr. Ron Emmons, lead vocalist on this one. We learned this back when we were Ron Emmons and the Insignificant Others. And then before that, we were Ron Emmons and the Unnecessary Noisemakers, too. So, but it's your tune.
Oh,
Cool walk.
I'm famous, aren't I?
You are. You are certainly famous. Well, maybe infamous.
I think you guys are
Well, maybe
kidding.
notorious. I don't know.
Notorious.
All day I faced the barren waste without the taste of water, cool water. Old Dan and I with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water, water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, water, cool, clear, clear water. The nights are cool, and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water, cool water. And with the dawn, I'll wake and yawn and carry on to water, cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, water, cool, clear water. The shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water, cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, water, cool, clear water. Cool, clear water. Cool, clear water.
Thank you so much. Hey, we've had a great time, and I hope you have too. All right. God bless y'all for coming. We sure appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
There's a rusty stop sign at a bend down the road, all dented up from a shotgun. Man and woman, the sun going down, and they both walking down that road. would you leave? Well, you ain't done nothing yet. If you wanted to go, so stay to the right. It's the last house on the left. Drive towards the sunset. It's the only house on the left.
Tears fall with the tomboys. Her eyes show what she sees. She's learning to listen for him in the branches and streams.
This broken highway, there's nowhere left to go except the rain and mud and clay. My tires sunk and they dug into that muck.